There go that man, mama, there go that man. You know, I'm big chillin'. Yes, sir. True review, you to go. Yeah, I love you. True review, you so fine. Yeah, I love you too. You already know who's in the building. It's Coach Cooper.
Oh, yes, sir. Y'all already know who it is, man. It's your soon-to-be ex-wife's favorite sports journalist. True View Sports News very own, man. I'm going to keep it very true, very simple for y'all today. Y'all saw that title. Y'all saw that thumbnail. So y'all got intrigued, so I'm going to give it to you. We got the top 10 NFL receiving cores of the 2025 season. Now, before y'all start crying and talking about your little weak ass receiver for your little weak ass team that your little weak ass supports not making this top 10 list, I ain't got all time in the fucking world to sit here and compare every motherfucker that's out here running the ball trying to catch it on every roster, okay? I'm only comparing receiver number 1 and receiver number 2. I'm gonna have another video where we do running backs, tight ends. I already did quarterbacks, so y'all go ahead and check that out. I'm gonna put them videos right here. But other than that, before I digress, this video is just ranking the duos on each team. There's a lot of them in the league. I'm gonna break them down real nice and easy. Back to business, man. We got the greatest slideshows on God's green earth. I'm gonna talk about the honorable mentions first, okay? Now, one team that isn't on here, and I was thinking to myself a little bit longer, oh damn, you could toss them on there, is Miami or Green Bay. Let me talk about Green Bay a little bit. I feel like they're more so a receiver by committee. They don't have no clear-cut number 1. Could it be Matthew Golden? I don't know. Could it be Reed? I don't know. Could it be the light-skinned bro? I'm not sure. They got a lot of receivers that can step up and take that position. Dobbs. So they got a receiver by committee. Very great core, especially when you throw in Robert Kraft. I just didn't put them on here because I couldn't decide which one's clear-cut number 1. It could be any one of them next year. So that's a good position to be in. Miami is complete opposite. Y'all are having a shit show at receiving core. Don't know how I feel about Jaden Waddle anymore. He had a clean celebration for his last name. You know what I'm saying? He had a little stint. I'm not sure how I feel. And there's a lot of controversy going over there because I think Tyreek Hill, he said he's for sure not coming back to Miami. Also in the interview, he ain't even put Jalen Waddle up there as far as top receivers on his own team. So y'all's number 1 don't even want to play with y'all. If y'all's a Miami fan, y'all definitely can kick rocks. Y'all are not making this list. Sorry, not sorry. Let me talk about the honorable mentions though. Starting with Seattle. They just acquired Cooper Kupp this offseason. Y'all are getting a receiver. This is going to be a quick breakdown for the honorable mentions, but y'all get a receiver that you can say is kind of on the back end side, but still showed greatness. Has a lot of quickness and shifty routes. Love his IQ for the game. He looks like he is a smart player, making the smart plays and the smart moves when it's he's a chain mover. So I like how he plays the sport of football. And then their number 1, Jackson, he kind of busted out on the scene, breakout year last year. Very strong and reliable hands, all right? He catches the ball, you're not worried about him bobbling it, and he makes good yards after catch. He can get to the end zone, hit pay dirt if he hits them in the numbers. And I think that they got a good quarterback over there in Sam Darnold, so expect these two guys to get some numbers fantasy-wise. Next up, I got the Texans. I wanted to put them on the list because I like Nico. I love his style of play, great size and physicality, very beautiful routes with some solid speed at that size for real. And Higgins coming out of this draft, now my personal favorite receiver, Mr. Steve Smith, giving hands to anybody at any given day on the field. He was already given the sign off on Higgins saying that this dude is one of them. I love that he plays with a high motor, looks like he's hard to bring down at his size, and he has some spectacular catches. He is a rookie though, so I know I'm putting high praise on him. He hasn't proved nothing yet, so he just makes honorable mention. I left Tank Dell out because I don't think he's playing this year and his leg is in the current state it's in. So the Texans are honorable mention. And then the Jags, obviously we know about Brian Thomas, one of these new receivers coming out. Crazy talent, crazy speed, good size, and a deep threat is there. If you're a defensive coordinator, you got to worry about that. Now that they brought in Travis Hunter, I love how he did his pro day, no gloves, showed that he had real good, solid, strong, sticky hands. Pause. And obviously, we know that he has great agility. Hard to bring this motherfucker down once he gets in open space. So he is a rookie. He has a lot to prove, and I think he's going to prove it. Jaguars know how to use him. They're moving up to get him. So I'm expecting good production out of those two. Now let's talk about the number 10 receiving core on the True Review Sports News list, okay? Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the cheese. Yes, sir. Whoever came up with that idea, they need to get paid. That shit is hard to not sing along to as an opposing team fan. But number 10, we got the Chiefs, okay? Number 1 option, I'm going to put Rashid Rice. Even though Xavier Worthy had his breakout season, people seeing him cut down the field. Well, it was his rookie year, so. But my case exactly. Xavier Worthy, he had a great rookie year. Rashid Rice, he's 25 years old, 6'1", 203 pounds. His best season was his rookie year. He was leading the league the first couple games, I believe. He was leading the league in yards after catch or receptions. One of those stats, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But he was looking to have another crazier year. I think that was a steal of the draft when they picked him. And this year, fully healthy Rashid Rice with the Patrick Mahomes wanting to go on some vengeance, that's a steal if you're doing fantasy football. He had 938 yards, 79 receptions on 7 TDs. His best skills is physicality. I love that he blocks. He's one of those receivers who isn't scared to get dirty. And he got spectacular catch on a deep ball. What can you not like about Rashid Rice? A great weapon for Patty Mahomes. And then the number 2, one of the arguably looks like he could be one of the most dangerous number 2s in the league with his speed. Only 22 years old, 5'11", 165 pounds, maybe eat some more burgers. 2024 was his rookie year. I take that back, actually. I want him as skinny as possible. He's flying up the field like that. 638 yards, 59 receptions. When Rashid Rice went down, his productivity kind of picked up for sure. 6 TDs, and obviously y'all see the best skills. He's also a great kick returner with tremendous yards after catch. I think as far as him, it doesn't hurt to put on a little bit more size, but other than that, I'm excited to see the ceiling is up for here for Xavier Worthy when you have a quarterback like that. So expect both of these guys, number 1 and number 4, to cook in Kansas. I have them at number 10. Moving on up, we got number 9, the LA Rams. Shout out to my West Coast family. All right. Puka Nacua, I'm putting him as the number 1 option. I think even though he's only 23 years old, he's had a crazy season. I don't think he's digressed. His numbers wasn't as high as they were his 2023 rookie year, but he still came into play when he was needed. 6'2", 212 pounds. He got decent size. 1,400 yards, damn near 1,500. 105 fucking catches and 6 TDs your first year. He was showing his ass. His best skills is he's a workhorse. You can put a high workload on him. He can get 10 catches in a game, no problem. Consistent hands. You feel confident when the ball's floating in the air towards Nacua. Great routes, and he's versatile. You could give him a little jet sweep. You could give him a little bubble route. He could take that to the house. So I love Puka Nacua. I'm excited to see what he does for the Rams now that he has some help. Now, he had some help before with Cooper Kupp, but it looks like Cooper Kupp's targets were kind of shaky towards his last season there. Bringing in Devontae Adams, that's a great player comp. You can almost say they play so similar. You watch their highlights and blur them out, you would think you're watching the same player. Devontae Adams, 32 years old. Their ages are reversed, so this is the vet. 6'1", 215 pounds. Best season was 2021, so not too long ago. I think he still can play at that level. 1,500 yards, 123 catches, 11 TDs. Don't forget, Devontae Adams in Green Bay was something different. If you were drafting fantasy football, you could not skip over this man. He has superb routes, crazy hands, big playmaker, stupid vision when he gets the ball. If you don't bring him down instantly and he's able to scope out the scene, scope out the field, someone's ankles is getting taken to pack up paradise. This is a scary duo. I'd be surprised if Puka Nacua gives up 17. I think whoever doesn't get it probably gets 7. That'd be clean. You know what I'm saying? Nice little duo out there. Looking forward to seeing what Matthew Stafford does with this team in this playoff push. I do have the Rams making the playoffs again. Moving up, number 8, we got ATL, okay, the home of the skinny jeans. Number 1, Drake London. 23 years old at 6'4", 6'5". He's a basketball player on the edge. His best season was 2024. He had 1,200 yards, hit the 100 mark, and 9 TDs. I think he had a TD taken away from him in one game, so he almost hit 10 TDs on the season too as well. He's very athletic with quick feet and great jump ball ability. If you're in the red zone and you toss it up to Drake London, he might dunk on a nigga, okay? Something crazy. And number 2, I think, is a very swift player. Almost similar to like a Devontae Smith for Atlanta. I got Darnell Mooney, 27 years old, 5'11", 180 pounds, so he got better size on him. Best season 2021. He hit 1,000 yards before. He had the 4 TDs that season, and that was when he was with the Bears. I think if Atlanta gets a stable situation at quarterback, they can cook up. He has very solid routes and very solid hands. I don't think people give him enough credit for how fast he is. Darnell Mooney can house that bitch if you out there arm tackling. Number 7, we got the Dallas Cowgirls, okay? Ain't nobody really give a fuck about this duo. I should have skipped this bitch, but I have to be fair. CD Spam is number 1. 26 years old. He's 6'2", 200 pounds. Best season was 2023. He has 1,700 fucking yards. I have to be honest. I have to keep it true, okay? That's one thing I'm going to do on this channel. He cooked. 135 fucking catches is insane with 12 TDs. He's a great ball carrier. He has toughness, and he's versatile. You can hit him up top with the play action pass. He's always there. He can find the end zone any given play. Very good player. He got a good motor when he's on the field and healthy. I'm kind of curious to see what his shoulder looking like when he comes back. If he plays them Commanders, you might have to dunk him on that bitch, hit him with an F5 attitude adjustment. Number 2, we got George Penitentiary. So they transfer him over, George Prisons. They sent him to Dallas. I think Dallas, like I said in another video, long history of hiring criminals. All jokes aside, 24 years old, 6'3", 200 pounds. His best season, 2023. He's a spider, man. You know, great catch radius. You throw the ball to him along the sideline, against the pylon, over the middle. He can stretch out and grab it. He had 1,100 yards on 63 touches, 5 TDs. Like I said, he's a deep ball threat with strong hands. I didn't realize he was that big, that he was 6'3". So people argue who would be the number 1 between these two. I think it would be CD just because Dak is going to be more comfortable with them. But I would not be surprised if George Prisons comes out and he starts dancing in the end zone, you know, hitting niggas with switches in the end zone. I can see it happening. Now we're going to talk about number 6. This is the last team I'm going to cover. Y'all know the drill around here when we talk about the motherfucking GOATs. We got the number goddamn 6 Commanders. Could have put him at number 1. Terry McLaurin, obviously the number 1 option. 29 years old. He's young. He's ready. He's finna get turned. 6 foot, 210 pounds. 2024 was his best season. He finally got a quarterback. He might cut up. It wasn't even the most yards he got, but 13 TDs, he could not be denied from the end zone. Crazy hands, deep ball threat, strong routes. Red zone, he owns that bitch. He got property and real estate in the Dallas Cowboys end zone. And number 2, speaking of the Dallas Cowboys, the man who likes to apply tremendous belt when he pulls up to Texas. I'm going to stop hating on Dallas, okay? I'm going to be for real. Number 2 option, we got Deebo Samuels, also 29 years old. Similar size. Both these guys on the same side of the field is going to look crazy. Someone might get lost in coverage, okay? He looked like he was on a decline. A lot of people were saying he was getting a little bit of belly. He was getting, you know what I'm saying, burger discounts was going crazy. I think that this is the perfect place for him to land if he wants to turn that around. We can see him in flashes of that 2021 season. 1,400 yards, 77 touches, 6 TDs. He's a tremendous ball carrier and he's versatile. Considering that we just lost Zacchaeus, this is a great replacement. So you cannot hate on these rankings. I think I'm being fair. Definitely stay tuned in because I'm going to drop some fire on part 2, okay? Best believe we coming hard. That's all I got for this video. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the follows, the likes, and the subscribes, okay? I'm going to try and make sure I'm more consistent. I'm going to drop something like at least once every 2 days for sure. And I'm going to make sure it's quality content because that's all we do over here. We stay gangster. We stay dangerous. Most importantly, we stay true. Y'all find something to do. I'm going to go ahead and hit up the plug. You got me over here smoking on the Tony Stark Benjamin, okay? I'm tired of this electrical czar, okay? Give me the real shit! Y'all have a good one, man.